A split second. That's all it takes between things going fantastic and things going absolutely horrendous. Case in point, my first failure of this challenge. Oh, it's nice to see all my experience beating this challenge in the main game doesn't protect me in this DLC. Can I 100% all of City Never Sleep's DLC of Spider-Man without dying or healing on Ultimate Difficulty? Well, not on my first go, as you've seen, but that's getting ahead of myself. Let's start at the beginning and try to put the majority of the city to sleep with the tried and true method of handing out free concussions. I'd probably be a lot better at stopping the Maggia from their crimes if I didn't keep getting distracted.
Make sure no one got in a different way.
This is a very ineffective hole, I gotta say.
The security booth's secure.
Oh my god, a locked door? What are you gonna do? It's not like we can easily rip doors down, no problem. Is this not what they use to disguise Boo in Monsters, Inc? Or maybe it's dragon scales from the hit movie Shrek. Sunflowers. I was right before. Look at these. Look at these sunflowers. You know what that makes me think of? The hit movie Shrek. Especially this piece of art. If that doesn't scream Shrek, I don't know what does.
They're alive. Looks like they were tranquilized.
That's terrifying. Are we sure they're unconscious? Because that man sure looks dead to me. Oh no! He destroyed that giant ugly peach. James is gonna be mad. I really do not appreciate the addition of minigun brutes, as these fellas seem to be made of steel. With the amount of damage I can deal out, and they stay standing. Especially since they're immune to getting webbed up, which is my main way of dealing with threats.
Alright, I give up.
Man, if he broke over that, he would not like Batman's intimidation tactics.
Then why are you stealing it?
If I don't, they'll kill my son.
Where the hell did she pull that out of? Now, I saw her outfit. Where did she just pull that whole grenade out of? That was a thick, big grenade. While I'm pondering that, I'm off to complete Screwball's challenges, which are a lot harder to complete perfectly than Taskmaster's. What kind of world do we live in when the crazed streamer has higher expectations than the expert assassin? Admittedly, there is no part of this challenge that motivates me more to not die than having to repeat her challenges, especially as I question the timing of her photos. Honestly, just endless pictures of my butt going right on the internet. And I have to say that if someone told me when I was younger that a decent chunk of these Spider-Man games would be focused on chasing after pigeons, I'd have wondered why you were telling me such odd, specific information of games that didn't exist yet. And if you're a time traveler with weird goals. But I digress. Chasing Black Cat down is so simple that I spend more time trying to get a good photo of us than actually trying to catch her. If you steal, Spider-Man and Batman will take you down hard. Unless you happen to wear a hot cat costume, then not only are you not going to jail, you become their romantic interest. If I commit crime, that's the first thing I'm doing is putting on a hot cat costume. I should be free and clear. After tasing some goons for the fun of it, I set about stopping all the random crimes throughout the city. Which, honestly, this time, it felt like filler rather than fun gameplay. And since there are 3 chapters of the DLC with 20 crimes in each, that's 60 random crimes I have to halt in order to win. But thankfully, it's not like I'm gonna die horribly and have to do them all again, right? Oh, yeah. That. At least I didn't go out alone. I thought I didn't kill people. But I think even if I didn't just blow this man up into a car, fate will finish him off. I'm sorry, dude. Yeah, he's dead. He's definitely dead. Blowing up means I have to do the entire first chapter all over again, since that was the very end of it. At least this time I did manage to win the first chapter, though not without taking a few bruises along the way. On to the second chapter. My capture card decided to betray me, so please forgive the slight image errors that sometimes plague me. Let's just focus on the fact that they represent my fractured mind pretty well.
New cops.
Oh. It's good to see a guy who uses his head to solve problems. Wow, guys, I hear sometimes I get really, really bad allergies and my sneezes are out of control. Oh my god, it happened again. After that fun bit of trauma, I rush off to fight a bunch of Hammerhead bases, which certainly put up more of a fight than the main game's bases, since these have whip enemies, plus tons of rocket launchers, plus jetpack shield users, plus minigun brutes. You know, I'm starting to think these guys may not want me here after all. But I'm sure that's just me being self-conscious, right? After harassing these criminals for a while, all I have to do is stop some captured mob bosses from getting covered in cement by Hammerhead's men. There's a lot of hard fighting and endless use of finishers to keep them safe, but it really bugs me how the fight ends.
Please hold, God. Guess I can add cement proof to my webbing's list of features.
Why didn't I do that in the beginning? I could have just webbed it in the start. But why question Peter's choices when it's easier to go fight Hammerhead? This is my very first time fighting the boss ever, and I have to say I'm pleasantly surprised how easy it is. My only wonder is why Peter can't seem to get it's a bad idea to punch the guy named Hammerhead in the head. Not even Yuri, my angry police friend, seems to get that when she shows up and shoots him in his metal dome. No surprise when he's back alive before part 3 even begins. I feel like I'm going insane listening to everyone discuss Hammerhead.
Hammerhead is ruthless and insane, and now apparently indestructible. But
I don't know,
first things
we
first,
could stop shooting the man named Hammerhead in the head. He has other body parts that aren't superhuman. It's just an idea, guys. A boss fight against the extremely deadly martial artist Silver Sable kicks Chapter 3 off, and I can only go based off what I've read about this fight and hope that's enough to carry me through. As you can tell, I am very confident in my abilities. I'm only thankful that hangry Silver Sable here has less health than a normal boss fight, but makes up for that by hitting incredibly hard. If I didn't panic and activate the invulnerable power for 10 seconds, I'd probably be ragdolling on the ground. But thankfully that buys me just enough time to beat her. With her defeat, I swing off to violently smash a bunch of wooden boxes, which hold heavy explosives, because that's exactly the smart thing to do when it comes to handling dangerous bombs. Some people act timid and cautious with bombs. What a refreshing change of pace for Peter to do the exact opposite and just crash down onto them to appease an insane streamer. What dedication. Unfortunately, things take a turn for the worse when I follow Silver Sable into a trap. Nothing that heroically hiding while she does all the work can't fix. In good news, I've finally beaten the incredibly obnoxious Screwball in all her challenges, though I might be a tad bitter about it all. After all you've put me through, let me blow the car up. You guys don't need this, please, car. Let me blow the car up. Look, she just put her head through the window. Does that not worry anybody else? I then begin to shut down all of the very dangerous Olympus bases, which proved to be little trouble for the first two, but the last one changes everything in a heartbeat. My flow of combat was making me more and more confident as I dodged everything perfectly, if barely, until one crucial mistake leads to my extremely quick and painful downfall. But the only thing to do is begin again. Oh, joy! The best part I just realized is now I have to do all of Screwball's challenges yet again. I can take the numerous random crimes, but this Screwball is driving me screwy. She's very inspirational, though. I really need to become a supervillain if I want to grow my subscriber base. That's what I'm learning from these. If any of you know a superhero, let me know, so I can send you guys to menace him. I'm sure you guys wouldn't mind, right? It's for the betterment of all. And by all, I mean me. But let's not get into semantics, eh? Instead, let's mourn another run as I knock out the final thug in a Hammerhead base at the same time that he riddles me with bullets. That's a first, and much like the first time trying cottage cheese, I wish I never experienced it. From what I can tell, it always takes me 1.5 hours to beat Chapter 1, 2 hours to beat Chapter 2, and 2.5 to 3 hours to potentially beat Chapter 3. But it doesn't take too long to get back to Chapter 3.
Yeah, partners.
Peter, you didn't hear a very loud sound on your arm? She phased through your armor to do whatever she just did. I guess we could ignore that. He's very oblivious. I wouldn't be surprised. He's just too tired to actually feel any sensation. I then immediately prioritize the very base that took me down last time I was here and take it down along with the other bases without too much trouble. I then set out to rescue Sable from Hammerhead. I'm sure Silver Sable's not in too much danger. She could probably handle me just taking one more second to stop this APC, right? Ah. I may have been mistaken. Ah, she seems fine. 'Tis but a flesh wound. Oh, you know, the flesh is not something you really want wounded, to be fair. With her rescued, I then listened to a true crime podcast.
Typical day. Guess it starts with waking up, checking my phone, see what the boss wants me to hit that day.
Goes home, the first thing he does whenever he wakes up is think about work. If that isn't the can-do American spirit, I don't know what is. I might have shown up to the conclusion of it in the wrong outfit, though. After that embarrassing mix-up, I web around the city, stopping the rest of the crimes, fully finishing everything the game has to offer, leaving only the final boss fight with Hammerhead 2.0. You were a satisfyingly easy boss. I appreciate that about you. At least the game does me the kindness of auto-healing me for Phase 2, but nothing can stave off my stupidity for long.
Let's see you done this!
Okay, I just did. What do I get? Oh, I get hit in the face. That's a terrible reward. Oh, no. No problem. Can you please burn his head off already? It doesn't really matter how hard a boss fight necessarily is when it only takes 2 hits to kill you. I'm not sure how this is working, but I'm glad for it. I'm just gonna spam this. I hope that's okay with you. Yeah, he doesn't seem to mind. Oh no! So close. That sucks. That sucks. That was just like his last bit of health. This is why you don't mock the supervillain boss fights. You just accept that they're easy. Oh, well. Well, there goes the last bunch of hours of work. Oh. Well, I can always turn to familiar comforts. Oh yes, my favorite thing, unlocking new crimes. I don't need suits or skills, I need to unlock crime. JJ might be right. My progress is making the city worse. In familiar uncomforts. And I'm dead. Oh, his toesies! His little toesies are out! I didn't need to see that. This is exactly where I need to be. Wow. I like how I'm just having this conversation while these two men are facing the worst night of their life. Oh my god, I'm ripping their heads off! I'm so sorry, guys! You know what, they don't seem to care. I think they died from shock a while ago. Oh, well, okay. If they weren't dead before, they certainly are now. I gotta get. Hey, if anybody asks, it was Ghost Rider who did this. Well, if they're gonna be cleaning me off the walls, could you maybe not do it? Not for me. Do it for the sanitation staff. They deserve more appreciation. Alright, this time I'm gonna spam it, and you're not gonna do anything about it. Alright? Please. If only saying it made it true, right? Per usual, the more I play, the worse I do, instead of better, due to my need to be reckless. The next run goes far better, though I do almost perish right before the first Hammerhead fight, but Hammy himself is quite a pushover. Both he and Silver Sable are quite vulnerable to me dealing quadruple damage with my suit power, which honestly is the only reason I can survive Sable. But can I just say one simple thing? I hate rocket launchers. Wow, that was a terrible combination of things to possibly occur. In good news, though, the next run is finally the one. To kill me right away again before Chapter 1 is even over. With 9 deaths now, I decide to bring in my secret weapon. 40,000 years of evolution and we've barely tapped the vastness of human potential. But I feel the Tobey Maguire suit is the closest we're gonna get. It's all thanks to the innate power of wearing the suit, not the fact that I fought much more thoughtfully, strategically taking out any rocket launcher enemy the moment I saw them, and not letting my guard down, that I flew through fight after fight. Yep, just the suit, nothing else. But at long last, I was face to face with Hammy, the talking hammer, once again. And just like with Silver Sable, I'm clearly very confident for this fight. It's so calm you wouldn't believe I'm about to die in a horrible, brutal fight, would you? Oh, here's hoping I don't.
Still no respect.
Trust me, I respect you by beating you.
Take.
You know what I respect? A guy who knows when to quit.
Oh, well, he wouldn't respect me. Oh, not sure how that one worked. Please, just go unconscious already. How much health do you have? Of course it is. Of course, you hit him with the freaking jet. Smash into him. Oh, wow, she really did hit him with the jet. All right, I'm glad somebody finally listened to me. Huh. Why didn't we do that at the beginning? Would have saved me a lot of stress. Oh, well. Alright, now kick him in the head a lot.
Hey, can I get a lift back to the city? I'd swim, but it'd take forever to get the river smell out of my suit.
Is anybody gonna arrest Hammerhead? Did both people in charge? That was her base. That was her base that we just left him. I didn't see the cops show up. Did we want to wait to make sure the cops actually took him away? No? Well, Hammerhead may menace us all again, since no one's being responsible. But who cares? I won! Huzzah! After 39 hours, 9 minutes total, and 6 hours, 25 minutes with 9 total deaths, the same amount of deaths I experienced in the main game run, I've 100% beat the City Never Sleeps DLC without dying or healing. I thank you all for watching. Now, maybe go like, comment, subscribe, menace Spider-Man in my name, whatever works for you. I'm off to write my Tomb Raider no death script, cause just like the city, I never sleep either. See you later, friends.